Hey y'all. Okay, don't really know where to start this. But on the other video, I had said I didn't know I would probably get in trouble for this. That same person just came up at Walmart and said, "Oh, you're getting boxes, you're moving?" They expect me to go back in time to fill out some work or some papers. I was like, told my friend, "What day is that day?" "Oh, it's on a Sunday." "Oh, yeah, it says Thursday." I said, "You was my witness. It was in the door today." So, yeah, I'm done. Going homeless, for God's sake. I mean, in so many ways, I can't help other people don't get it. For truth, liberty, justice, freedom for all. You know? I think I started doing videos after they called the cops on me at AT&T. Finding out about the whole M and oh, I'm an Eastern Stars. Oh, okay, da-da-da. And then hearing about people getting kicked out of Christian groups getting kicked off of Facebook. I was getting mad. You know? I'm the only one that has courage out here. I'm the only one that gets mad. I'm the only one wanting to stand up for freedom, liberty, and justice. The only one to stand up for children not to get abused. And then they want to abuse my child. It's okay, though. It's okay. Because I got courage. It's only a physical death if it comes to that. I was already with the mask on saying, "Yeah, cops are Masons. I see him because he's the guard." And then I had closed it overnight back a few months back or whatever. Whenever all that started, I said, "Dad, I like to go out at night or go take care of stuff at night because people aren't as crazy." And I'm like, oh wow, that switched around too. They denied us food. I was like, y'all are saying I can't, my daughter and I can't get food. My son's a grown man because of the money that he was getting for cutting my dad's grass. And they're like, "No, you just need to get a printout." And then, like my dad said, "But I put money in his account for him to go get food for everybody." I said, "I know, Dad. I'm already trying to express all this to them. Like, y'all don't see that I've already gotten attacked by our government? It was coming to that point." Printed out, it had my son's name at the top, had the bank account or bank thing. Oh, that wasn't good enough. So in the meantime, I take the articles over there. Talking about something not being safe. And then when I turn in the other things, oh, it was too late then. Oh, okay. All right. We'll just go hungry. That's okay. Well, we're fine. So it'll probably be the last time I'm here going homeless, going from place to place, whatever. And then I'm talking to Tony. I said, "Are you an Anthony?" And I still don't know about that, a technician. And then he's worried about that. I still don't, they kind of shut up. It was kind of right at, I mean, I don't know what to think about that. But I said, are you an Anthony? And he's like, "No, just Tony." I was like, "Oh." And then I was like, "Do you remember when we got pulled over? Him and his daughter went to jail. The only second time I and someone else that night got to walk off. And that was the only second time ever involved with them where we were able to leave. Not me and him, but the other situation." And he's like, "Yeah." And I was like, okay. He's ignoring me. He's not talking to me now. His daughter is the one that passed away a year ago, and it wasn't until after she went to jail that I found out that she was his ex. Oh, okay. So he comes up just now when I get these boxes. I'm actually feeling all right. I'm actually feeling happy about it. Kind of. Really. What else was I going to mention, though? Denied food. Trying to think of what all has happened since I put my face out there. You know? Oh, yeah, with the cops. I mean, I'm still hurting. It's almost been a year. I'm like, sir, you're trying to put the handcuff on me while my arm is twisted. And then he's like knocking me. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And then the other cop comes over there and puts his hand right there on my neck. It still hurts right there. I was about to tell my dad and my daughter, look away because I'm about to hurt them. I said, I'm crazy. What are y'all doing? I'm a mental patient. What are y'all doing? And then if it wasn't for me to tell Dad, Dad, yeah, you just stood there. Well, they're authority. And I said, they're not my authority. God is my authority. Oh. Then they take the handcuffs off. So I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. So when they come after you, you tell them that they're not your authority, that God is your authority. Once you learn to walk and talk, God gives you the ability to do that, not them. So remember that, okay? I don't know. I saw a video where that didn't help on a video that they did. I don't know. I'm just saying, if I didn't tell my dad that, then what would have been said, you know? Why are people so afraid? I mean, like I said, I don't know what I expect people to do, but I would expect people to stand up for something, you know? Until they come after everybody. And I don't know if they're going to do that either. I hadn't had an image of that or a vision of that. I haven't. But I've had other visions that I try to tell other people about. Well, kind of. I wish my son would have gone to my family and said, yes, she did come to my room and said T and O. Maybe they would have understood just a little bit more of what was going on. And then a year and a half later, however long it was, I'm looking at the photo of the young lady. And then, you know, realizing what I had imaged. And then and I had shared before in 2013, it was my dad that said, well, you know, I was online and they said that 4 men dressed in black was blocking them from leaving the movie theater. So then I was just like, well, what's going on? So even though it has something to do with me and my, for them to abuse his own daughter, like you just went back to sleep. It doesn't matter what they've done to your own daughter. Like, how do people just fall back asleep like that? I mean, yeah, a lot of stuff has happened since then. It was 5 years ago, Monday, that my mom had passed. The only 2 people that's been in my past to maybe somewhat get with me here is the ex-boyfriend that just passed, and my mama. Those 2 people would probably be the ones to be like, I'm going to get into this stuff with you. We're going to see what's going on here, you know? They're not here. And then so yeah, earlier, get the boxes. I wanted to be like, don't talk to me. I get out and I'm trying to explain to the person that putting the boxes in everything, trying to explain to him who he was or is. And yelling, you're a child molester, murderer. I don't know that for sure. But I always thought it was odd that me and my old friend, the one person that's still, I guess, still alive. I want to protect people. But she's the only one that's still alive from my ex-husband's family. I didn't know him as we grew up. Just to cover that real quick. Because I always thought it was very odd that her and I went to jail with bruises all over us at different times. I always thought that was weird. And he was the one that I made a complaint on a long time ago. But they get away with everything. Those questions he asked me the night that they found him, I dealt with that for years. So when I get outside and I'm like, of course people's watching, listening, and whatever, and I'm like, our government's corrupt. And I called him a child molester and murderer. I don't know for sure. I probably already just said that, but I'm sorry. He didn't have to come say anything to me. He knew who I was. Just because I'm sitting there under the stinking mask saying cops are Masons, that's blocking Christians from those positions. The one young guy sitting there at the other register thingamajigger, he was kind of paying attention, listening. The young lady working there, I said he went to church with my friend, and everybody in the family's dead now. I don't know what he might have done to my friend. I don't know if she could hear me. And oddly enough, I had just said a week ago, I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble about this. Last year, they had me fill out the lease form 4 times. Denied his food. Got jerked around by the cops. Didn't give my daughter her coat for school for 3 weeks. It took years for one person. They started making calls. They're hanging up on them too. Finally met someone on about the same level of understanding. Don't know if was a setup too. Talked to Tony. Like, oh, yeah. Only one person, maybe somewhat, that I know. Oh. The other person, I was like, okay, so let me get this straight. So you didn't report for 8 months. He's like, yeah. And I said, this person had given my children birthday cards for about 10 years there while they were in there. And start to realize, people are jealous of people's good hearts. Anyways, so yeah, and met the person, then they went back. So it's like, okay, so you didn't report for 8 months, but yet you've been in jail all year, and this was a few months back, like right before this November or whatever. And so, and I was like, but yet you've been in jail all year. He's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, that's as long as he's been out. Yes, I was in a relationship with my first love. I was in a relationship with my son's father. I was in a relationship with my ex-husband. Oh, yeah, and then I was in a relationship with them. You know? You get what I'm saying here? And if someone doesn't if someone didn't cause all this other stuff that's happened, or whatever, then it's been worse since then. Does that make sense? I'm glad I'm getting most of this stuff off my chest. I'll probably just end it here because I think I covered everything I needed to cover. I mean, that was a lot, wasn't it? And I'm not trying to judge. I'm really not trying to judge, but so many people are so prideful, you know? Because I feel like pride and jealous and selfishness or something is in the way of a lot of people. And maybe the one person that started being like, wait, hold on a minute. They don't want to talk to me. They're not talking to me now. It's okay. He didn't have to come say anything to me. You know? He really didn't. But yeah, I got in trouble. Alright, see y'all soon. God bless.